Let's get salty!
Everyone, Zeddy here again today with a brand new video, and it's time to stop spending your gold in Hearthstone. Or at least you probably should. I'll let you know why, as well as a reminder about something that's literally on the screen right now, and why we should be expecting quite possibly a major Hearthstone announcement today that could lead to some controversy, I like to be boomer and all of that, you know, in the upcoming days, and also some good stuff. So we're gonna go over all of that as we are kind of awaiting some news that I do think will be coming. But by the way, we are also still on the road to 69,420 subs. It'd be awfully nice if we hit that milestone, as we're gonna have our next big giveaway. If you like Douchebag Zeddy's Earn Your Subscription, please hit that sub button down below, give the video a like. But anyways, let's take a look at why you should stop spending your gold, as well as a bunch of other stuff. So first, I just wanted to give a reminder in case you haven't logged into Hearthstone for a little bit, that there is the event going on right now, Legends Take the Stage, that will be wrapping, at least as I'm recording this, 1 day, 17 hours. That'll be even less when you watch this, where you can basically earn a bunch of free stuff. There's 2 signature cards that are pretty unplayable at the moment. I think Void Virtuoso could be good later, but still, 2 free signature cards, a Festival Legends pack, and a standard card pack. These will be going away pretty soon. So if you haven't unlocked this stuff yet, I highly recommend it. But why should you start saving your gold? Well, mainly it comes down to these things here, these mini sets. And yes, we should be expecting a mini set in about a month's time. As we are just beginning May right now today, you'll note the last 2 mini sets launched on June 1st and June 3rd. And at least from my experience, it typically takes a while to save the gold that you're going to want for that mini set, 2,000 gold. And it's always worth buying, even if the cards typically suck. The value is the best value in Hearthstone for gold. 2,000 gold will get you 4 legendaries, an epic, a bunch of cool stuff, right? And I highly recommend to start saving your gold. Make sure that you have 2,000 gold ready for the beginning of June. We're not expecting an announcement of this anytime soon. I'll talk about that in a second, but this timeline has been pretty consistent to see these mini sets launch very early on, like mid-June. It's halfway through the expansion cycle. That's the normal way of it. And speaking of news, I do expect a major announcement probably this week. It's most likely, as we're expecting patch 26.2. If you didn't notice, the last patch notes was 26.04. It's like a hotfix, an in-between patch between the major patches. If you're not aware the way the patches work, well, let's just go through that right now. If you take a look at the last expansion cycle, which is consistent with the remainder, the last like 2 or so, patch 25.0, that was March of the Lich King. We had a couple of like hot fixes to have some balance patches, including murdering Prince Renathal. How dare you, Blizzard? How dare you? But patch 25.2 was announced actually quite a bit after this, but that was because of the holiday break. They took like 2 or 3 weeks off, so that's where that gap comes into. But patch 25.2, the next Battleground season, season 3. So we are expecting to see patch 25.2 to be announced. But just so you know how it goes further after that, the next major patch is 0.4, which will be the mini set, which you see launched quite a bit later. Again, it's because of that holiday break. It pushes things back. The timing, if you look at the mini set, pretty consistent. It was a little bit later, I believe, this year. Actually, no, February 14th, February 15th. We're looking like we're on the same timeline. So again, probably a good idea to start saving your gold. But regardless, patch 25.4 is when you should expect the mini set to drop. There'll be an announcement. Literally, they give you like just a little bit of time, a little bit ahead of time. Like you get a less than a week announcement. We're gonna get into that in a second. And then the last major patch, besides more balance fixes like 0.4, 0.3, they're in between, right? They don't typically do balance patches on these major patches. So again, probably not gonna expect any significant nerfs until after the Battlegrounds announcement, right? Unless they do some kind of emergency uncalled for thing we haven't seen lately. 0.6 is the last major patch of the expansion cycle, which is always the next expansion announcement. The pre-orders are put in, the free legendary for that expansion is put in, and that won't be until probably July. So that's a ways away, but just this is basically the cycle for every expansion. So if you want to mark this video down to remember exactly exactly how every expansion cycle goes patch-wise. That's kind of how it goes. But with the 0.2 patch, which again could be announced this week, could be next week, but I expect it to be very soon. We'll get a new battleground season with whatever new thing they're gonna have, likely something to replace buddies, but maybe they'll just rework buddies, or there'll be more buddies, and I don't know. There'll be the new battlegrounds track, which will probably contain the pay to win thing. Is, yeah, that seems to be sticking around, but games like Marvel Snap have made that a lot easier for Hearthstone to get away with, where Marvel Snap literally charges you, what, 10-15 bucks a month for a card guaranteed, and then the Series 5 cards are like valued at like over 100 each for 3 a month. So it's like, yeah, it's hard to complain about $10 to $15 for 3 months or 4 months of 2 hero picks and to get a bunch of cosmetics. So I've kind of stopped complaining about it a bit. I don't like the beta win aspect, but we'll see if they continue doing that. But yeah, you get a bunch of Battlegrounds updates. We'll have to wait and see what they do. But the other big thing, and this is where the controversy usually comes with me, at least, we'll bring up, is at least the last year, we saw Heroic Brawl come in. Heroic Brawl, looks like there was an event last time for Battlegrounds. Maybe we'll get an event for Battlegrounds again this time. But Heroic Brawl, we kept getting them every single time with this patch. Every 0.2 patch last year, Heroic Brawl would come in where they would not announce the mini set. They would put the Heroic Brawl with this reward scheme that is absolutely horrible for the player unless you get exactly like 12 wins, right? Like you could spend 1,000 gold, that's the entrance fee, and get a pack. Like that's unbelievably bad. So again, if they do announce that, I will be putting my warnings out there and all of that, and that will also mean, you know, the mini set's probably coming. So maybe you want to save gold for this. Maybe you really like Heroic Brawl because it is fun to participate in. As a streamer, I enjoy it, and as somebody who doesn't really, you know, I have all the cards, this doesn't really matter to me saving gold, but you know, you want to save gold for Heroic Brawl, maybe you want to do that too, because it can be fun and you don't know what the rules could be. It could be standard, wild, and all that, but we've seen Heroic Brawl the last 3 expansions, so they might not do it this time. I don't know, but it's just something to, you know, speculate on, maybe expect. So yeah, I'm seeing a lot, you know, likely a major announcement any day now. Of course, I'll keep you updated on it. Even if it's a big Battlegrounds update, we cover those because I play Battlegrounds. A lot of you guys play, at least casually. We'll cover it, and there'll probably be, you know, Heroic Brawl updates and all of that. But just kind of want to give you guys a heads up that you probably should start saving your gold, what you guys should be expecting for content in Hearthstone if you're a little frustrated with the lack of nerfs and all that the meta is not diverse enough for you. Maybe these are distractions, you know, until we get those nerfs, which, by the way, as you saw in that timeline, I probably don't expect any balance changes probably for like, I don't know, it could be like 2, 3, 4 weeks. Like it could be longer because the mini set, right? Like coming in a month. They could do an in-between patch where they could do like some nerfs, and I hope that's the case because at least as it's trending right now, the meta just, it's really samey. A lot of the new stuff still is completely unplayable. But again, this is a way of you guys to have something to get ready for, prepare for, and if you know, want to budget your gold, I'd recommend at least take an idea of how long it takes you to earn 2,000 gold and start saving accordingly. Anyways, if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Have a great day and stay salty, my friends.